Welcome. Today is Monday, October the 29th, and it's now time for the weekly San Jose State football press conference. This week, San Jose State goes on the road again for game number 5 of its 2012 road schedule against the University of Idaho. Game time is 2 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. This is the last day of daylight savings time. And Idaho being a split state, this game is in the Pacific time zone and not in the Mountain time zone. Right now, the game is going to be televised by Boise television station KTRV, which is channel 12 in Boise, and there are also some other outlets in the Northwest. Please check sjsuspartans.com for updates on other forms of broadcast for this week. The weekly Mike MacItyre radio show will tape at 6 p.m. at Original Joe's, and that will be several hours after the parade honoring the World Series champion San Francisco Giants. So there will be time to go both to the parade and to the Mike MacItyre radio show, and the show will eventually air Wednesday night on KLIV 1590. Two other notes. The WAC selected Cullen Newsome as the Defensive Player of the Week for his 10 tackles and 1 pass interception. And also, defensive end Travis Johnson is one of the nominees for the Lott Impact Trophy Player of the Week recognition. You can vote for Travis through the Lott Impact Trophy Facebook site. Simply follow directions and click on his picture, and that'll be a vote for Travis. So right now, we'll bring up San Jose State football coach Mike MacItyre.
How you doing? A little bit about last Saturday's game. I thought our team played extremely hard. I knew that Texas State was going to be a tough opponent with their option attack, and they played extremely hard on defense. And they had 2 very good returners, and they were able to make some plays in the first half. Our kids kept fighting, kept responding. I knew it would go back and forth. In the second half, we're very well conditioned. We got used to the speed of a couple of the new plays they were doing on offense, and our offense started moving the football, and we were able to get it in the end zone, and I thought the second half was a great character showing by our team, and shows the ability and the intensity and the stamina that we have as a football team. We're getting ready to play Idaho. It's going to be an extremely tough game. We haven't beaten Idaho in 3 years, and last time we went to the Kibbie Dome, it was a heartbreaking loss in overtime, and they'll be a team that will be ready to fight, ready to play extremely hard. They've gone through a lot of tough times here in the last 10 days, and I know those kids will be excited about just getting on the field and playing a football game. So it's going to be a tough battle for us, and to go down there and play. So I'll take any questions at this time. Well, I want to talk to our team hard about last year, the Arizona-UCLA situation, where Arizona and UCLA went down there, thought they were going to beat Arizona, and Arizona's coach just left, and Arizona was on fire. And they just played. They had a lot of distractions, but when they got on the field, they kind of freed themselves up. So our kids got to be ready for that. They got to be ready for an intense game. But the main thing we have to do is take care of ourselves, be intensely ready, prepare Sunday like we did yesterday, today. I want to get back to practice on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. How we prepare and how we're focused during the week will make the difference on Saturday. So we have to take care of ourselves and not worry about them, but we do have to understand that they're going to come riled up and ready to go. Cullen had a phenomenal game. Cullen and I had a talk this past week. We talked about how he was going to have to make a lot of individual tackles in the option, a lot like he did in Navy, he had to make quite a few. And so I said, you have to be ready to tackle. The Curry guy's a really good running back. And he made a lot of open field tackles. And then he really read his eyes well in the passing game and was able to make a great pick and had some other plays that you didn't really see where he covered some guys the guy had to pull it down on. And he played a phenomenal game. I'm extremely proud of Cullen and what he's done. He's a phenomenal young man and is a really good football player. Derek Mwava is going to go to the doctor to get an MRI tomorrow, but he won't be able to play this Saturday. And Tyler Irvin is at the doctor now trying to find out exactly what's wrong. Hopefully he'll be able to be back. Well, truthfully, we haven't talked about the bowl one time, and we won't. We're going to take one play at a time, one quarter at a time, one game at a time. And that is not a cliche. That is the truth. Our kids do remember getting beat at Idaho a couple years ago. They remember the heartbreaker last year. Idaho is a good football team that definitely believes they can beat us, and we know they can. So I think that will fuel our guys to be able to prepare this week and ready to play. And it'll be a tough, tough game. David and Peter, they bring a tremendous amount to the table. They're very mature young men. They are very, very good football players. They're big guys. They bring size on our football team that has athleticism. They're 6'4", 260 to 270 pounds. David's 6'5", 270. They're athletic at their positions, and they're just really, really good people. They're fun to have on the team. They're fun to have around. They bring I would say, a added sense of joy and enlightenment. They kind of got a great spirit to them. It's fun having them on the football team, and they've made a lot of plays for us. Irvin is his right shoulder. We're not sure exactly what all's hurt. They've got it in a sling, and so we'll find out. And Derek hurt his right knee. And his right knee, and we're not sure exactly the extent of that yet. They let the swelling go down a little bit before they go do the MR. Something happened with swelling. Something happened. He did it on the punt return, just made a cut, and his knee gave out. So hopefully he'll be all right. Phenomenal player for us. It'll be a big. Both of those guys, if we lose them, will be big losses. We'll have other guys step up though. That's part of having a good football team. And this time of the year, everybody's got injured guys. Everybody's beat up. And you got to have other guys regroup, double up their roles, so to speak, and play. And we'll miss them if they can't play, but we've got to find other guys got to step in and play. That's part of having a good football team. I don't know yet. We'd have to wait and see exactly how it works out, what we feel is best for this game plan. Well, their backup, number 4, is the one that played earlier in the first game of the year, Logan Bushnell, and he's kind of backed him up. He's listed as a starter. The young man behind him, Taylor Davis, played against us last year and beat us. So their quarterback, I think both of them have the capability. Both of them can throw well. They're not guys that just got off the bus. I think they can make plays. So, with what they've done with their quarterback in the past and looking at these guys, they can do basically what the guy was doing. It's not like one of them was a great runner and the other one's a thrower. They're not going to drastically change. It looks like all of the guys are similar to me. Bushnell might be a little bit more athletic, but it doesn't look like they're going to go one extreme to the other. Like last week when we were going to play Texas State, number 17 could really run, but when they brought 12 in, they basically threw all the time. The offense completely changed. I don't see it being that drastic a change. Right. Ray is a great role player for us. He is really a funny young man and big, strong guy. He's our bruising fullback, H-back, play him in different roles. He also plays on our punt team in the shield. He plays on our field goal protection team. He's the wedge setter on the kickoff return. He's one of those throwback guys, and he brings that toughness and mentality to our football team. I think he brings that edge of toughness and mentality and playing his role to the ultimate. And and he's done a great job of that. He's a great senior on our team. Well, it has a very good field. It has field turf, which is great. I know it used to just have regular turf on it years back, so the footing's fine. They've opened up the end zones. They put windows in there, so there's more light that comes in. I don't know if that'll be a problem catching the ball or not. We haven't been in there with that situation. I just saw that on film. They've done a lot of renovations to it. I think they've done like $10 million of renovations to their football facility and to their thing in the last 18 months. So they put a lot of money into their football program in those areas. But most of our kids have played there before. I think they'll get used to it, and I think we'll be fine. Oh, I thought we've done really well. The one thing that was the pressure on the interception, that was a complete miscue. The center, for some reason, snapped it early. David thought they jumped off sides. It was just a wild – that was just I hope I never see that type of play again. It was just a crazy play. It was kind of like, wow. But I thought David's done a really good job. The offensive line's done an excellent job. And, when you run for as much as we did and throw for as much as we did and 571 yards – was a good day, and I thought they did well. Knocking people out. Ina will run and hit you. He's an enforcer at fullback. He's done a good job running the ball for us on short yardage and different things like that. We like having him there. He plays for us on special teams in the shield. He runs down on kickoffs. He's just a big enforcer. He brings a physicalness to our game, kind of like Ray Rodriguez does. He's a little bit better at catching the ball than Ray out in the flat and doing things. So we use him as a fullback in that area, and he's made some big catches and done some good things. Ina brings a lot to the table. We can use him in a lot of different roles for us. All right, thank you very much.
Thank you. Again, a reminder that this Saturday, November the 3rd, it's San Jose State at Idaho, 2 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. We'll look forward to seeing you here next week for the next San Jose State football press conference. Thank you very much.